Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. Whoop whoop. What day is it? It is hump day. Oh, I got audio on this. And that is fine. Let's drop the audio down on Minecraft. We're doing Minecraft. Why? Because, I just want to do a little bit of building and not stress, not peace, not war, not... just kind of kicking back and relaxing. I'm going to go through news on a quick little blurb. A Nebraska woman was hospitalized after a dog in another vehicle accidentally fired off a shotgun at her. There you go. There's your Weird News Wednesday. Matter of fact, that is going to make my Weird News Wednesday. Hashtag Weird News Wednesday. Share. America. Even the dogs are in on it. I love it. I love it. Alright, hang on here. Hang on. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay. As a new server, new-ish to me, it's raining. Alright. I did want rain gear. Okay. And we're building because I can. So it is absolutely nothing like normal Minecraft. It's called Skyblock. So you start with a couple blocks and you just kind of work your way around. I have turned off the monsters because I just don't want to deal with them. So as long as you have dirt, you can do quite a bit. I do need to make a box. Get a box. So, or is it a chest? I think it's called a chest. Let's do the chest. There we go. All right, we're gonna do. Okay. So, where's my food? Yay! Alright. Because I would really hate to fall off the edge and lose all my stuff. That would be rather annoying. Oh, okay. Keep these there with me. And, let's, we're gonna, I don't know what we're building next. There's a whole quest line with this game. If someone else pops on and says hi, then I will hop off Minecraft and I'll do something different. But for now, we're here. Okay, so, go right close to it. You crouch down a whole bunch of times, and voila. Oh look, we have shelter from the rain. Here. Grab more. I do need coal, so we'll make coal while I'm doing the... I could just make shelter, but I'm not going to right now. And there is a way. Oh, almost lost wood. Right. coal making them. This actually needs to go here. Consolidate. I don't need this just yet. I don't need the barrel. I don't need the crucible. The crook I will use later. And I think I should probably lower my mic so you guys can hear me a little bit better. Hang on, let's see if I don't break this. Alright, we're gonna just kind of lower that down a bit. And hopefully that does not hopefully that does not get in my way. Okay. Looks like on average things are a little bit better. I should probably go a little lower. Okay. Well, so now the downside about this is y'all are going to hear my AC that I have in here. So, bummer. Okay. I'm going to keep the coal there. We're going to make a whole bunch more wood. Why am I doing this? I don't know. I suspect I'm going to need coal. There was a reason why. Oh. Ha ha ha. Okay, I do need stone. I'll eventually pick all this up. Watching some other streamer on Twitch on another monitor play, what is he playing? Division 2. It's a fun game. It's a first-person shooter. I'm not good at it. It is what it is. So, okay. Well, let's go down to here. And this. That. This. I'm going to put this there. I probably should have done it before. Oh well. It will work out. Cool. Now, I can build down, and I will. Later. I'll make a containment spot for this waterfall. Bottle it all up. But right now, I'm just gonna make a work area. And I think I'm gonna go this way. Uh-oh. Messages. Messages. Did I get messages? Nope. Okay. Okay, we're going to... So you can walk, if you hold the shift button, you can walk all the way to the edge and not fall off. And that gives you a view to step off to the side so you can build. And now, my finger has slipped off the shift key a time or three. Several actually, and I have fallen. And it sucks every time. I'm like, oh man, come on. But at the moment, I just build as far as I can. Okay, so that was 10. That's actually really convenient. Oh, less than 10. Okay, that's fine. And we will put a thing here. Now there's a command code. I forgot it to tell you the light situation. I have forgotten. So 3, 2, 3. Oh, that's a crafting table. I need a crafting table. Because I actually should have done the crafting table down below. But that's no problem. And then I will take you. And I will make another box. And I will take said other box. I was here. Now I am doubled. See, that's new. I'm pointing at my screen. You can't see. But looking at the box, it tells you what's in it without having to open it. That's pretty slick, right? I've got 5 logs in there, but I don't have to open it. So that's a new thing for Minecraft. I wonder if it's this particular server, because this is a modded server. This is not original, and row away. Come on. And so I wonder if that's one of the mods. It's been so long since I've done Minecraft. Oh, bye-bye. Ooh, lots of things. Okay, lots of things. Okay. So... Coal. Okay, so let's look at the somebody say what's going on? Somebody oh yeah. So I got an ad on my I got an ad on my Facebook for Stealth Health Life, which is cool. I'm totally cool with eating right, eating good, and I'm working on that. I'm not perfect. I am the type of person to have a spoonful of Nutella. Yes, but I'm always up for really good, healthy recipes, and I've done keto. I have done keto, and it works really well for me. Let me scratch that. It works well enough that I can lose weight. I don't know what it does to my cholesterol. So, but I do know that it does work in the fact that I can lose weight, and I lose weight fairly well with it. So I've got to find some good recipes. Wow, alright, that's kind of weird. Sorry, something else caught my attention. Anyway, so anyways, I see this ad for the is it Stealth Health Life. Right below it, no lie, right below it, a recipe for sugar cookie bars. Go back to my original thought. Yeah, I do like sugar cookies. Okay, I need a stone hammer. So I need to. What I should do? I should just pick this up. go down. So, if I remember right, I need stone. That's what I remember right. Oh, I don't have it. Oh, what a shame, what a shame, what a world. Okay, we're gonna sit here again. So yeah, I'm torn, right? Do I go back to the keto and the healthy, or do I make those sugar cookie bars? Hey, Gunny, how you doing? We're just playing Minecraft because we're bored, and I need a break from different things. I might do the Division 2. I might. That one's fun, but I'm not good at it, so this gives me a chance to just chill, talk. Sometimes you need a little bit of chill time, right? Anyway, so the big question is, should I go with the keto-friendly food or the sugar? I'm thinking the sugar cookies because I'm not fat, but you can tell I'm not passing up cookies when offered. I did have a good dinner. Yeah, it was some leftover steak. I know, what's that, right? I leftover steak, and sorry, I got distracted. And I sliced it really thin and made tacos. That was actually fairly tasty. Little cheese, some sauce on it. It was fairly keto. Oh, wait a minute. I did this wrong. I did not. Okay. Quest completed. Stone hammer. Yay. Minecraft. Now, these little buggers, the chance cubes, are mean because, sometimes they can get you really cool stuff, and other times they can nuke your entire area. So we're just going to save these for a day that I don't want to deal with them. What is this? Carbon paper. Okay. Whatever. Copper coin. What's next? Iron hammer. I don't have an iron hammer. Alright, I need energy. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to get some of this stuff yet. Alright. Fine. Iron. Okay, it's just how would I get? I don't remember how to play this very well. Okay, so that's enchanting. Let's see how we can do it. Generalized prediction. Block of iron. Yeah, that's kind of some blasting. I would need iron dust. Smelting. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go to a world that has iron. I don't have that yet. Yeah, I don't have any of these stuff. These are love in-game stuffs. Okay. Excuse me. String mesh. How do I get string mesh? Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. Not going to be able to do that. So, I could do a wooden bucket, cobblestone, and lava generation. I need wood, water, glass, a lava bucket, and I can make a cobblestone generator, which would be really quite wonderful right now. Alright, again, we're going to make glass. Alloy, primitive alloy smelting, I need sand, and well, that's dust. Crap, I think I went too far. Yep, went too far. Okay. So I need sand. We're going to do something slightly stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So then I need to turn this gravel into, oops. So what we do is we crouch, we jump up high. Now if I fall, I'm dead. I'm not dead, but you know, it's gonna be a very painful experience. Sand. Oh, good. Yay. Ah! No. Leave me alone. I'm innocent. I have no... Ow! And this is why you have things to make a door. That hurt. I thought I turned that off. Alright. Make a shotgun. We're just gonna have to wait. I don't have string, so I can't make a bow and arrow. Well, rather, I can't make a bow. I can make arrows. I can't make a bow. But you know what I can do? While I'm in here hiding, my tail between my legs. Glass. And so you cook glass, or you cook sand, and you get probably quartz if I remember right. We might get glass. Haha, cool. Then I need to make a stone crucible, if I remember right. I can make lava. Let's look at that up. Hold on here. Buckets. Okay. Oh, that'd be good. Cobblestone. Porcelain lava bucket. Porcelain bucket. Unfired. I need clay. Bone meal and clay ball. Oh wait, let's see. Machine outputs. It's some in-game stuff again. And I need a crucible, unfired, and I need clay. Bone meal. Crushing macerator. Okay, well, that's not going to happen for a minute. So, I need a door. Come on. Okay, cool. Yeah, those things are mean, aren't they? It's like Rosie O'Donnell flying around. And Now we got some shelter. Rosie O'Donnell's flying around shrieking. Alright. Cool. Nice little hole. I should actually do this. Ooh, there's a big old hole right there. Oh, whatever. No. That was not nice. Oh, I did it wrong. Dang it. It's funny. Oop. Let's try this again. That's weird. Nope. I want access to my stuff. Come on now, you're killing me, Smalls. Alright, so we'll do this, that, this, that. There we go. Well, they're not gonna bother me back here, so I think I'm safe for the moment. It should be starting to catch fire any time now. Wraiths, I think they're what they're called. Or ooh, hey, there's two of them there. Come on, catch fire, would you? See, I'm trying to get them close to me. No, stop that. Ah! Ah, you didn't like that, did you? Yes, see? The sun comes up, they catch fire. Now if I can get it back over to me. Come on. Die. Die, my darling. Shut your pretty mouth. Name the original band who made that song. You'll get nothing from me, but some joy. Oh, they went poof. They didn't drop anything. The Misfits. The Misfits were the ones who did that song, Die, Die, My Darling, covered by Metallica. Alrighty, well, I guess I'll have to kick this out. I didn't want to do that. But sometimes you do things you don't want to do. And, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Now, a little cubby hole. Oh, I'll figure this one out here right now. Excuse me. Oh, gravel. Which is what I was originally working on. Something remarkably stupid. When I first got attacked by those goobers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. Come back over here to my furnace because I need glass. I don't need that much glass. Okay, but I do need back. How do I get up? Oh, cool. And so we're playing Skyblocks. Anybody's just joining. So there is, it's Minecraft, as you can tell, but there is no other land, right? You just gotta be a little creative in how you build stuff. You use living root. You get a tree. Do it right. You can get a sapling and make more trees and more wood, and you just start building from there. I forget. It's the Ozone Skyblock Reborn is the mod pack. It is on a server I host because why not? If I get tired of the server owner, I'm really just annoyed with myself at that point. Hey, stuffs and things. Okay, I'm gonna come down here. There's nothing here that I need. All right, what are we building? What are we building? Crit. Can only be placed on grass blocks podzol. Cat seed. I am not growing a cat yet. It's kind of weird. I don't remember why I needed stone. But, alright, I'll make more. No glass. Alright. Was I going to... Oh, that's right. No, I remember now. Derp. I need, is it a barrel or a crucible? That's what I was going to do. I was going to make a crucible. So... because I need to make clay. Yes, so there's a whole long, right? You give a mouse a cookie. I don't know the rest of the story, but I understand the concept that to do one thing, you need to make like 5 other things. So I think, is this it? No, it's not it. Okay, hold on. This is my little Google here. Stone crucible. Crucible? Can I just... hold on, let's see. Crucible porcelain, unfired... magma. Magma. Alright, you know what I could do, though? Is we're going to do... oak barrel. I'm going to place an oak barrel. Well, I have to remember how to do this. How do I do this again? There's a way to make... so you use dust to make clay. Back to game. Clay. I need a clay block. Not clay ball. Alright. Barrel mixing. So you take dust and water and it makes a clay block. I believe that ooh. What in the... oh, okay. That's cool. I don't need that. So I need barrel. There's a crucible for some reason. I don't remember the why on that. Okay. We'll just put I need it to rain again. It was raining when I logged in. What the heck? Fine. But I need dust. Okay, so dust. Actually, that was fortuitous. There, you got that. Come on. Because so if I remember right, you put water in here. I wonder if I can pull water. Let's not go down that way. How do I make a wooden bucket? Oh, I don't remember how to play this game. Okay, oak planks. It's a boat. That is also a boat. It's a task table. I don't need a task table. Oh, that's not right. That's an oak sieve. I've got one of them already. Alright, bucket. And I said bucket, not wooden bucket. Oh, there. Alright. That's a bowl. Is it this one? Oh, it is. Look at that. Shazam. Oh, okay. Quest has been completed. This is one of the quests. I'm special. Alright. Can I? If I remember it, I don't want to take it from the source. Nope. Don't want to do that. So I think I'm kind of just stuck in the moment. If I get oak barrel, a couple barrels, then when it rains, I could make a pond of water. Oak barrel. Okay. And maybe, just maybe, I can, yeah, make a, there's a trick. You add water a very certain way, and you can basically not run out of water, ever. Alright, so it's getting dark. I'm going to formulate something that resembles a plan. Let's put a torch in here so I don't die. There we go. Bye-bye, son. I should probably put some shelter. Eventually I'm going to have to extend my shelter out. Can I still access this? Yes, I can. Okay, cool. Little shrieker things like to come out at night, attack you. Alright. Can access all this mess. That's great. Okay. Alright. Well, I think we're just kind of home for the moment. Alright, let's see what's on the Puppet Theater. While the sun is setting. Everybody's like bailing out, like, oh, I don't want to hear about the news. I just want to watch it play. Oil jumps after fresh U.S. strikes in Iran revive Strait of Hormuz disruption fears. Okay. I can't do anything about it. Oil jumps, it's all based on speculation. Well, it's gonna go up to X amount of dollars, and then it won't ever go back down. So there you go. I said all the quiet part out loud. Wow, that's interesting. Department of Justice investigates E. Jean Carroll, who sued Trump for it was either sexual assault or sexual misconduct, something involving naughty behavior. Anyways, for alleged perjury. Oh, that's interesting. All right. Yeah, federal prosecutors charged Google engineer for allegedly using insider info to make $1.2 million on Polymarket. So Polymarket is where you go and take a bet, right? Hey, I bet that Crit. I bet 5 to 1 odds or $10 that Crit is going to do some sort of news article during his stream. And then you would bet against other people, right? Is he really going to do that, or is he not? Well, most people who would bet for that would probably win because I'm going to do news articles. That's what I do. This is courtesy of the Clinton News Network. I mean CNN. So, what did he bet on? Federal prosecutors in New York charged a Google software engineer with making 1.2 million profits from bets on the prediction market platform Polymarket by using confidential insider information you learn about the most searched people of 2025. Michael Spagnuolo, the engineer, allegedly used an account called Alpha Raccoon to place multiple yes and no bets related to who would be most searched person on Google according to a criminal complaint. Unlike the counterparties to his trades, he knew the outcome of these wagers before trading the public because he had access to the confidential, commercially valuable internal data. Okay. So, he saw the data before it went public and went, I'm going to vote on this. And then, yeah. Alright, well, whatever. Sucks to be him. I'm not going to read that. This just too long. You can read the rest of it. It's on CNN. Five skills that are AI proof and likely to become more valuable over the next 5 years. This is the Clinton National Broadcast Channel, CNBC. What was it? Communication skills. Being able to say, hey, what do you want? Also goes along the lines of sales, right? Sales and communication skills go hand in hand. Being able to talk about what you want to do. How are we doing on the nighttime? No. Okay. Social skills. Being able to go up to someone and build rapport, and then say, "What do you want?" Again, sales. Okay. We talk about sales. I'm gonna pause here. We talk about sales, and sales seems to have a bad connotation, right? But there's nothing inherently wrong with sales, and everything you do involves sales. From the time you wake up, the time you go to bed. I have a little child. I negotiate. Hear me out. What I want him to do. Now, I could just say, no, you're going to do X, Y, Z. Usually it's food. You're going to eat, or. But no. I manipulate him. We all parents do. Let's just cut to the chase. But I use those same sales techniques. Hey, would you rather this or that? Knowing full well I know what he's going to choose, right? Great. Hey, you've got to the end of this song to your bath. Enjoy the bath while you can. Or I could just be heavy-handed and be like, all right, let's go out now. that's going to cause problems, right? But I'm selling the idea of, hey, I get to stay in till the song is over. We're going to listen to music while he's babe. He's 3, right? So it's not like he's 15. He's 3. So let's just cut the weirdness out right there. Anyway, so you sold yourself to your partner when you were courting him or her or it, whatever. I judge. Yes, I do. But you sold yourself to that particular person to um, show that you were the best suitor. So we use sales in every aspect of our life, and social skills and communication skills are a huge part of sales. You can't get away from it. So, right. Leadership, judgment, and decision making skills. Yeah. Now, you can use AI to gather information as part of that leadership, judgment, and decision making, right? But at the end of the day, you do need, you know, leadership, judgment, decision making skills. There is some funky sounds going on, but my bucket's warming up, filling up. Sweet. We're gonna stay until the sun comes out. When the sun goes down, we're afraid. Oh wait, that's how that song goes. Operations management skills. Every organization needs people who can actually run and do things, right? We need managers. AI doesn't just go and do all on its happy little own. Oh, hi, sun. Here comes the sun. Do. We need people who can do. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Speaking of doing, we're going to pop this up and pop some tags. Well, there's a lot of music going on right now, isn't there? Okay, I'll go one more just for kicks and giggles. I don't think that I have enough. Yeah, why not? We'll do this. Oh, nope. Crap. Always cut myself short here. Okay. And now I need water. Now you can pull the water from the middle and it refreshes, refills up. Every time. It's a little trick about Minecraft. Now, as long as I don't do anything completely stupid and, delete one side or the other, I can always click in the middle and get water. Always. Oh, yay! I got clay. Cool. See, now they're filling up. I'm going to be able to get water. Now, there's some other tricks where you can import, export, and this, that, and the third. But long, short, I got water. I got clay. This is great. See? Now, I have to remember how to do this right. Clay ball. Wooden water bucket. I can deal with that later. Anyway, so yeah, operations management skills. You're going to need to know how to interact and deal with people not like you. Admittedly, I'm not necessarily the greatest at that. have high standards, and I tend to get very annoyed when people do not follow those high standards. So that's something I know I can work on. Okay. AI implementation skills. That is something I'm also working on. I do use AI. I do use AI when I am working on my servers, whether it is ARK, Evolved, or Rust, or Minecraft. And I do consult. I do ask questions. So I do. All right, let's figure this clay thing out real quick, because porcelain crucible, clay ball, and I need bone meal. Where am I gonna get bone meal from? Oh, I know what I'm gonna have to do. Alright. Bone. I need bone. Alright. Fine. Which means I need a zombie. Okay. Dang it. Alright. I'm going to a whole bunch of stuff, and if I can kick out the place a little bit more, and then create a dark spot where zombies, if those creepers show up and blow up half this place, I'm going to be really annoyed. Sometimes they give you thread, and I can make a bow. Whoop. Okay, that was uncomfortable. Should probably place my... Okay. And I'm going to need to repair a hatchet. If I make a crux? Crux? I forget the name of it. I can make a tool, then I can get apples. It's an easy way to get out. Easier. Ah, an apple. Yay, speak of the devil. The devil. Cool. There's the sun. We got water. Cool. Shift button. Okay. So, as long as I don't... If I fall, I can try and aim myself towards the water. Cool. Well, alright. I forget the key code. I think it's like F5 or something that'll tell me that it's a little too dark over here. And I don't want to go too far out with no light, because then everything will spawn all at once. But at the same time, I need to kind of get going. I need the zombies. Oh, that's all she wrote. Okay. What is the F key for Minecraft to see light? Hopefully light levels. That's it. F3. Okay. Once you debug the screen, look inside left for lightings to say B, block light, skylock. Break down use, locate light, XYZ coordinates, light. Okay, that was an F3. Ooh! Whoa, lots of stuff. Alright. Block, sounds. Yep, well, those are all the specs on my computer. Get a good look at them, right? Biome is technically the forest. Alright, way too much data. They gave me a headache. Wow. Right. You don't have any portable teleporter in your cruise. I know. Gonna just sit here and make more. Virginia State Police is defying a court order in the case involving background checks on private gun sales, involving the Gun Owners of America, and I don't know what VCDL is, which blocked enforcement. So I guess they're going to file some motion of contempt. Good. Oop. All right. That looks plenty dark over there. Now, as long as a creeper doesn't show up. Oh man, I forgot about that. Now, you're going to be like, why are you building a wall? Well, all evolves around the moon of small creatures. If they can barely see me. Oop, that's not what I wanted. It's fine. But I want them to spawn out there, out yonder in the dark. Like I said, as long as there's zombies, I'm okay with the zombies. I can deal with that. Like I said, if the creeper sees me, and then if it's a creeper, I'm gonna have to just kind of just chill back here and wait for the nighttime to happen, or wait for the daytime to come around. And what happens is the creeper shows up, it will destroy. Like it'll boom, it'll come at you. Yeah, it'll explode. That's the best way to describe it. Wow, that took way too much effort. So, but while I'm doing that, I can at least figure. Oh, my building apparatus is gone. All right, let's do. Yay! Okay. Let's see if anything spawned out there. Nope. Okay, fine. What was I gonna make? I needed. Stone axe. Yes. I don't think I can repair that one. So. That was the stone axe, wasn't it? Oh, that's a pickaxe. Okay, cool. Made the advanced getting an upgrade. Cool. Alright, that's fair. But that's not what I wanted. Axe. Ah, alright. Cool. And there's nothing there. Well, while we wait for something to come out and attack me. Should be able to see it right through there. Be okay. Alright. And it might not be enough dark space. We'll see. Okay, so AI implementation skills. I can read this. Highlight just one piece of advice would be to learn to use AI tools to do real work. Right now AI is good at well-defined duties like generating code for 2 hours. It struggles with messier tasks like coordinating a large group of people or projects that take several weeks or a month. So there's a benefit to being a human in the loop who can fill in those gaps and review key decisions. Boosting this skill could look like an understanding the strengths and weaknesses of current AI models, writing spec, building systems to check for errors, and knowing what problems to tackle in the first place. Yeah, I mean, they're not wrong. AI is great, but shouldn't overutilize. Shouldn't be overly dependent. There we go, on AI. Okay. What else we got? Let's see what else is here. Longview paper mill disaster could be the deadliest industrial tragedy in modern Washington state history. Confirmed death toll is 2 people Wednesday, 9 others presumed. dead after a tank of corrosive chemicals ruptured. Confirmed death toll from a ruptured tank, chemical tank rupture in Longview, Washington, not Texas, has now climbed to 2, with another 9 presumed dead. We're bracing ourselves for this being the deadliest industrial tragedy in modern Washington state history, Governor Bob Ferguson said at news conference Wednesday. I extend my deepest condolences to those who have been directly impacted by the loss of loved ones during the extraordinary, challenging time. Early Tuesday morning, yeah, here's the actual news. Here's what actually happened, right? Early Tuesday morning, a 900,000-gallon chemical tank, wow, failed at the Nippon Dynawave Packaging Company. The tank rupture released tens of thousands of gallons of the caustic chemical known as white liquor, which is used to break wood chips into pulp to make paper. Oh. 9 people who were injured as a result were initially taken to Longview's Pace Health at St. John's Medical. So 4 of those patients were transferred to other hospitals in the region, including Burns Center for higher level of care. 1 worker was declared dead after being taken to Longview. The 2nd person was confirmed dead on Wednesday. 4 who stay in Longview and treated have been released. 9 others remain missing. Ew. Dissolved. It's disgusting and sad at the same time. Condolences to the family if they ever hear this stream. Do not mean to make light of your loss. I'm sorry to hear about that. Fire officials estimate the damaged tank still holds as much as 25,000 gallons of white liquor, less than originally estimated, and it continues to slowly leak out. Nippon Dynawave is a major employer in the Longview, Kelso area, heavily industrial city of about 115,000 along the Columbia River. I hope it didn't get into the river. Briarwood, director of support services for Nippon Dynawave, made the company's first public remarks on Wednesday, thanking first responders and the company's workforce. I just had a thought. All right. Derp. You can't see me. Think about this before. Okay, I think sunlight is up. Anything that was there is going to die. I'm going to make a better place to stay. I forget that they can't see. They can't see you if you're behind glass. There's something about that. Which means, haha, I'm going to take my pickaxe out though. And huzzah! We have an actual semi-decent living quarters with stuff in my way. Alright, whatever. No, I like views. Come back to that a little later on. Cool. We'll take this, put that there. hatchet. And I will move my door to there. Yay! Alright. And I can still climb up on here, get up to the top, and make more stuff. Good. There we go. Ah, dang. So I need more. Alright, see, emergency responders pause their work Tuesday evening, citing concerns about structural stability, collapsed tank, and ongoing threat. Rescue workers could be exposed to harmful chemicals. Seems safe enough for them, according to officials, to begin the process of trying to recover the additional victims from the site. As individuals recover from the site, they'll undergo decontamination, so they can be identified and family notification. Process would be slow as responders treated every victim with the greatest dignity, care, and respect as possible. I has to explain how people went missing. Yeah, the accident took place 15 minutes after 7 a.m. Shift change at the plant, so there were people in the area. The disaster area included an admin area, break room, and operational spaces. Oh, that's sad. They were in their workspaces when the blast occurred. Estimated that the damaged tank still holds its 25,000 gallons. Okay. Again, I mean no disrespect, so condolences to those who have been affected. Why are things happening? Oh, okay, it's just notifications that I don't need to care about. Alright, well that was courtesy of opb.org, which stands for Independent Member Supported for the Pacific Northwest. Something Pacific, something broadcasting. I don't know what it stands for. Anyways, opp.org. Mexican restaurant chain abandons expansion plans and closes all U.S. locations. I like Mexican food. So that is sad. Well, depending on what it is. No, I'm not going to disable my ad blocker. No. Guzman y Gomez. Pedestrians by Shuttered Guzman y Gomez Mexican Kitchen Restaurant in Bucktown, Edward in Chicago, Illinois. Mexican-inspired restaurant chains leaving the United States. Guzman and Gomez, a Australian-based concept, was announced this month that will exit the American market after nearly 6 years. The regional chain, which focuses on food like burritos, tacos, nachos, quesadillas, enchiladas, and breakfast burritos, debuted in the United States. I need a breakfast burrito. That's what I could go for right now. Surprisingly, I'm not eating. I don't. Okay. Well, while we're still moderately alive, am I on peaceful mode? Oh, I bet I am, and that is why. Oh. I'm not gonna get zombies. I might have to make a change to the peaceful mode. Now, if I can get some bone meal, I think the only way I can do this is through zombies. Should be far enough out. I'll have to wait till the creepers figure this out. I don't want to deal with those guys without a bow and arrow. I kind of don't want them to fall off the edge. closer. With the pickaxe. Oh, doom. Actually, it's not the doom. It's just a pickaxe. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Ha ha ha. Sweet. Well, that'll keep them contained for the most part. Patrick Stewart hated it. Star Trek The Next Generation star recalls infamous episode becoming a cult hit. Didn't go a little lighter. I am not going to stop with the ads. No. What is the episode? The most notorious episodes of TNG. Season 7 Sub Rosa, which some viewers felt significant tonal departure from what fans typically expected. However, it became a cult following and is now appreciated by many fans. What was Sub Rosa? Oh, yes, it's when Beverly Crusher has an orgasm by a ghost. That's really what it is. She hated it too. I read an article several weeks ago on the stream where she was not a fan. Right? Right? Yeah. Okay, set a setting. Hopefully I have designed that correctly. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Okay. And now we go into the hole and wait. Hope I have enough light in here. Crap. Hold on. I can do this. Cool. There we go. I'm always paranoid about things like this. Yes. Sub Rosa. Yeah, that one's a little sketchy. I saw that one and I went, really? Like, that's what's happening? Okay. I can tell you it's not my favorite. Not my favorite episode. My wife and I did watch. We watched all of them, all of TNG, together. Just clean through. I do. Yeah. No, that's just wasn't. That was weird. You know, you're like, all right, okay. Anyways, that was on Comic Book Resources. Okay, sun has set. It's dark in the little area. When the sun rises again, the creatures shall burn, and hopefully, I can get some bone meal out of this mess. I'm wondering if I didn't put light too far away. Wow, oh, screw it. We're safe in here. It's fine. Keep that there. Oh, okay. BBC, please let me read this article. A former U.S. government official has been arrested after FBI investigators found hundreds of gold bars worth more than $40 million in his Virginia home. David Rush made several requests to the U.S. government to receive the bars for work-related expenses over the past year, according to court documents, and he's been charged with criminal theft of public money in a complaint. According to the New York Times, he held a senior position in the CIA until recently. He was arrested and being held in detention until his hearing this week. His attorney declined to comment. Agents also uncovered about $2 million in U.S. currency in his home, along with 35 luxury watches. Wow, many of them Rolexes. Russian court docs say he had top secret clearance and access to classified information, being accused of lying about his education, military service when applying for his government job, and fraudulently taking military leave with thousands of dollars in pay. Oops. He's a former senior exec at a U.S. government agency in Virginia, Cards Doc State. Asked about his case, FBI said in a written statement that it was arrested an individual on the 19th of May following a referral from the CIA. I think. Come on. Game mode. I think I'm on survival. Yep. This may end up being very bad of me. Anyway. Guess the government doesn't like it when you steal from them, but they could steal from us. Someone's a little bitter. Alrighty. After a CIA internal investigation identified potential violations of the law, CIA Director John Ratcliffe referred the information to the FBI for a law enforcement investigation. Between November 25 and March 26, he made several requests to the U.S. government to obtain significant quantity of foreign currency and tens of millions in gold bars for work-related expenses. The government was unable to locate any record of Rush providing information to his employer regarding disposition of the currency or gold bars he received for work-related purposes. The FBI executed a search warrant for his home in Virginia. During the search, agents seized approximately 303 gold bars. Each weighs approximately 1 kilogram. Based on the current price of gold, estimate values exceed $40 million. Okay. 1 kilogram to ounce. So a kilogram is 35 ounces. Spot price of gold. I should just go to Monex. Not sponsored. I do like them, they're pretty accurate. Oh, that's new. Verification, security verification. Gold is sitting at. Usually they have a ticker that tells you the gold spot price. Oh, there it is. It's at the top. Gold's at $43.73. So yeah, $43.73 an ounce. It's 35 ounces. 43.73 times 35.274. 35.274 is, each bar was approximately $154,000. And he times 303. No. Not 33. 303 divided by 33. Okay. Times 303. Yeah, $46 million. $46,700,000. Any zombies over there yet? Nope. Okay. Bummer. Bummer. That's all I got. All I got on that. Anything there? No, not yet. I forgot how convenient glass was for stuff like this. I may have to build a box. Court docs to indicate why he kept the gold bars and currency at his home. So, he could be legit, you know, passing these off to get information and then sold out. I don't know how often that happens, but that's some, you know, made for movie stuff right there. Or he could have been trying to scam the government. See, like, seriously, the CIA just held 303 gold bars that they just issued to him because he asked for it nicely. That is interesting. I think that's the interesting part right there, right? It wasn't that, you know, this gent had 303 gold bars. That is interesting. No, it was the CIA was able to provide 303 gold bars. That's the fun part. Back to game. Alright, well. We're gonna have to build some stuffs, I think. Yes. Ooh. Alright. Yes, there's nothing is spawning over there. It tells me that I am not doing something right. It is almost time for me to just go to bed. I'm tired. Now, if you're thinking about going to Africa, the Democratic Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, is that if you're going to go to Congo, don't. There's like 1,000 Ebola cases out there. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, is just not good stuff. So, you know, if you know people who've been there, kind of keep your distance for, you know, a couple months. 1,000 cases out of billions of people, it's not a lot, but, you know, that's what it is. Alright. Let's do the thing with the thing. Okay. Ooh, I go wrong. I think maybe I just need to go one more over. Alright, we're just going to do this. And actually, I need to go this way. Okay. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. So let's fix that. Oh, cool. I can't do it there. Alright, so we're going to just... Nope, I knew it was gonna fail. Dang it. It's not a problem, it's just obnoxious. There we go. Now... TD, T-dum, TD, T-dum. Ooh, that could be dangerous. Alright, so we're gonna come around the corner. We're gonna be able to fill all this stuff in. This kind of goes there. Alright. Then just kind of close this in. And I can still plant trees. Okay, cool. I mean, it's sloppy, but whatever, I don't care. I still have... I have no more stone. Crap. Alright. There's the sun right above us. What? What was that about? Mana flash. Oh, no more. Oops. I was probably not supposed to break that. Apple developing iPhone anti-snatching feature that locks stolen phones instantly. Okay. That's cool, I guess. Alright. Need... we're going to build... I should probably put glass here. So I can see what's going on. And then... a door. Sounds good to me. But I am going to widen this up just a hair. Make this a little taller. Ooh, that was almost a little creative. Okay. safe. And let's see if I would have time to make. More glass. You know what? I think one should be enough. Okay. Let's hope this does it, right? Let me figure out what's going on with sleep. Let's find out. I'll talk to the wifey real quick. Okay. Matthew Perry's assistant, his live-in assistant, has been sentenced to more than 3 years in prison. He is the one who injected Mr. Perry with the ketamine that killed him. He's the last of the 5 defendants to be sentenced in the case. Sad. He and his assistant had injected him with at least 3 shots of ketamine that day. Bummer. I don't know why I'm hiding in my little cubbyhole. I mean, I suppose technically I'm safe, right? But, you know, while it's dark, I could probably put more glass up here. Oh well. I don't necessarily need a cobblestone creator. It is very handy to have, though. I got one more reward to claim. What? Oh, I already got the exotic cash. Alright, so let's play that. Back to game. Okay, so it's dark over there. Sun has set. I do have a light that's a little close, but I think we'll be okay. Now the other thing that may happen is the zombies will spawn on the top. That has happened before. But I think it gives me rotten meat or something like that when they die. Which I think I'll be okay without that for now. No wait for zombies. Am I on? That's glass. Game mode survival. What is the what's the other difficulty? Normal. Alright. I had on easy. That might be why things weren't spawning too. I have to basically reset to the default. It was probably good to build a spot where I can Just get zombies to happen at night. The spiders, now that's creepy. Right. No, we'll pass on that berry. Uganda, that was the other. Uganda closes border with Congo as Ebola fears rise. Already read about that. Nothing there. Not a thing there. Just waiting for zombies. Dicom stock soars as earning revenue growth accelerates. Stocks at highs as oil dives. Marvel snowflake jump late. Oh, that's interesting. Game. Guess their Iranian internet is back up. Silent Film Festival leaves community speechless. Alright. I'm not gonna read it, but that is mildly amusing. Iranians, Israel declares new swath of Lebanon's combat zone. Okay. I think I'm gonna step away for a second. I'll be right back. Hang tight. Alright, sports fans. Naturally, I found food. Yep. But I think I'm gonna go to bed. I am tired. It's been real. It's been fun. And, yeah. We'll catch up tomorrow and we'll see what happens. What happens then. Y'all have a great night. Be kind to your pets. Especially the little furry ones. They're kind of helpless. And, yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. Right? Big conversation.